Greetings, entities, things, objects even.
And specifically, hey you, yes you, we broke the fourth wall. Have you been having a good day? Or maybe a bad day? In any case, we're gonna try to make it a little bit better by playing this amazing game. This game called Min Hero Tower of Sages that you have never heard of somehow. We are gonna be replaying the entire tower today. We're gonna get all of the stars in normal mode, and we're gonna be experimenting with our new titan that we got last episode. The reason, okay, two changes though, if you are somebody who returned from previous videos. First off, we're gonna have our face cam from now on. Reason being, I'm not really sure actually. I just wanted to do it. I didn't want to make a big deal out of having to do face reveal later, because this is not the only genres of videos I'm interested in making. Like, you never know what's gonna happen, but I just don't want to limit myself. I just don't love drama. So I'm just gonna be normal with it from now. And like, yeah, I get it, I don't have the best camera, the best lighting, the best mic even, but it's at least there and it's normal, right? And second thing, the change with the intro, it's not that I'm just trying to be like make a show out of it. I just like thought of what I say, like hello ladies and gentlemen, and then like imagine, I get that not many people watch my videos at this point, but like there are so many people that don't fit into the word lady or gentleman. And like at this point in time, there are people showing YouTube videos to like even animals, even AI watches, like even our videos are like reviewed by AI. Like, I get that it doesn't care, but it still seems like a little bit discriminative and just like old-fashioned. And then I just don't know of a better word that encompasses like anything that could be in the presence of me, and so I go with entity. And I get like that thing or object calling somebody that, it could be like a little bit rude, but that's just the joke part. Like, I'm gonna go with entity. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that the best way I could be. I'm familiar with that word, I'm just not familiar with using it like while talking. So anyway, yeah, we're back with Min Hero Tower of Sages. Last episode we got Sobek, our first titan, and a second titan, and the reason I did not add the titan to our roster like immediately is because we are using Blabber, and Blabber needs to be our tank because we don't have any other tank. We don't have any other minion redirecting damage to itself. So we were gonna replace Falcona, but I like Falcona. Like, I really want to keep playing with Falcona because of like she has two really great paths that I want to explore more. And so we're gonna check their abilities, if Sobek or Seiryu, the other titan we got, if any of them has a tanking path that is like good, like really good, then we're gonna use them as a tank in place of Blabber, because I prefer that instead of getting rid of Falcona. We replaced Tiger Hand with Sobek just because we're starting a new thing now. And yeah, this might be a longer video just because like the sheer amount of floors we're gonna do, but it's fine. I enjoy this anyway. So with, I don't know what elements Titan is good against, but I'm assuming the moves at least are gonna be stronger than any other element, and the Titan is gonna have better stats than any other minion as well, like base stats, even without gems. Or maybe it's just not strong and just overrated. That could also be possible if the game isn't balanced well. But yeah, so water, understandably water and earth have been our strongest elements, like Faramir, Falcona, Blabber, and Beetalk. The reason we've been using those is water and earth have been the strongest elements for us. We keep using them because earth has really strong AoE attacks and water has really strong like single target damage. And then we get Titan moves. So let's explore the Titan moves first. We have Titan Slam, 5 turn cooldown, hits 3 enemies. Already a really good move. Like it's, and it has normal moves on the same path. At the first level it's pretty good, even though 5-turn cooldown seems really bad, but I get that like when it's strong enough. And it's gonna be strong enough straight up just because we have the points, like we start at level 60. This also seems like a really good move. This seems like that other move that Cactilla and Faramir have, the tree bark that improves their damage, and the other robotic move. Yeah, and then there's Claw. Obviously we're gonna need Claw. I'm not upgrading Reckless Dash, even though the recoil is meaningless, just because of the heal potential in Claw. I'm gonna see how strong Desperate Barrage gets. Okay, so we're getting Desperate Barrage, even though I don't even have to put points in Claw, so we're just upgrading that instead. We're gonna max out Titan Slam, and then before we get this move, because we already invested in this, so we don't wanna get another move of the same element for no reason, we're gonna see what the other paths have to offer. So we definitely want these damage nodes, like group attack. We haven't seen that before. That seems like something really strong. And then Tectonic Shift, I feel like that's a typo. It's supposed to be just Tectonic Shift. Intense Flame as well, this is a really strong move. I've always thought, I never experimented with it. This is also a Titan move. It reduces our health but increases our attack and speed for the whole battle. I don't know if I love this, just because what if I die like the next move, then I don't get to like benefit from it, and I feel like the damage is enough already when it has a move like this which hits 3 enemies, the same as Beetalk's earth move. So we're gonna go for the earth path last, and we want this damage. For that, this is also a really good move. Not this either. So we're gonna go for this, and then we get the damage. Sleet. We had this on the frost tag to freeze enemies. I still don't like this, so I'm gonna invest in this a little bit more. This could be good as well, but it's just the same as this, and neither of these have cooldown, so it doesn't seem worth it to me, although it does increase energy, but I don't want to have to upgrade it more afterwards. Yeah, so we're gonna level up a lot anyway, so I don't have to overthink this. I mean, I already did. And then we have Seiryu. We're gonna check Seiryu's moves. If it has any tanking moves, which Sobek did not, then we have our replacement for Blabber, because I do not want to replace Falcona. I don't want to have to replace Falcona. So it has healing and guard. See, this is exactly what I wanted, and I got that exactly. Like, Torment, 100% redirection and health. And what were the stats on Seiryu? And see, I didn't even know. I just like hoped, and we got exactly what we needed. And we didn't even see the other paths yet. Mud Blast, this is an earth move. Hits 3 enemies. This seems good. I mean, and it has flying moves on its Titan path, which is just crazy. Okay. Reflect as well on the same minion that has redirection. That's just crazy. I'm not going for fire, just because like fire never turns out to be a really strong element. Neither is this move any special, like Electrobore had it. Mud Blast I'm gonna get because it's 3 enemies with earth. If it ends up getting like a lot of damage late game, it's gonna be good. But I'm not upgrading it that much just yet. We want this, so I'm gonna spend 1 more point there. Still can't get it, so 1 more. Yeah. Now we go for this. Armor. We upgrade this. Then we get all of the armor, and we're done with this path. And then I want the reflect before I get any of the damage moves, I feel like. And we get speed. This is so crazy. I'm not getting the heal or the shield because we already got a shield on our Sobek. Yeah. So we have 2 titans. One of them is gonna be our tank, and the other one is gonna be our like normal minion, even though it does have a normal move. That's great. So it is a replacement for Tiger Tan. And then our gems we're gonna bring back from Tiger Tan and Blabber. I get that I made a whole intro where I was like appealing to newer players, and then I'm just getting all of this nitty gritty stuff about something like people are supposed like would only know if they had played the game before. And like I apologize, but that's just how I am. It's hard to act a little bit. Maybe that's gonna change. But also you're gonna pick it up. It's just fun. Like wait for the what's gonna happen. Wait for the actual gameplay. This is also part of the gameplay, but still. And you could just skip ahead as well. That's why I put in chapters. Like you don't need to watch the entire like video, listen to everything I say. So Sobek is our like normal element guy, and so he needs damage the same way Tiger 10 needed damage always. And so we're gonna put our strongest damage gems on him. And he has AoE attacks, which I love. And the speed, I feel like Faramir still needed speed, but we're still gonna put it on Seiryu, even though he doesn't have any damage stuff yet, damage nodes. Like all of his moves that we had were all of the moves that we had on Seiryu were, we didn't even pursue them. Actually, I just forgot what I was talking about. So I'm gonna keep these gems because we can't put these health gems on our Seiryu anyway, and Falcona as well can only get the level tier 9 gem in place of this one, and the other ones are just gonna be better than this one. So that's gonna go on Sobek, the health gem. Did I already put it on him? Yeah, I did. And then Seiryu gets all of the speed gems that I don't know if they were equipped on Blabber or if they were just in our inventory, but I am gonna equip them on 1538. Yup. So really good gems, really good, like they're higher level than our other minions, like the Titans. Okay, finally we're done. We bought the gems. We're not gonna merge gems anymore. It just feels like a waste of time, first off. And the second thing being, it doesn't give us anything good. It just makes the gems worse. And the lower level gems, their stats don't scale as well because some of them have bad stats at the same tier as other better gems. And we can just buy better gems when they reroll. It's easy to reroll. I can just like quit the game as well. I love the jewelry on Sobek, by the way. Like I get that it's like basically nothing. It's just a small crown, a ring, and a ring on its tail, on his tail or their tail, on the entity's tail. But still, yeah. So finally we're starting the rerun, not the entire tower obviously. On normal mode we're starting from all the way back here to get all of the stars, not all of the minions, because we're still gonna get minions from hard mode. Have we seen every single minion in the game, by the way? Like in the Minionpedia, is there any minions, new minions we're gonna see in hard mode? Okay, so there are that we have never seen before, which I am so excited for. Although this one I have seen. This is the unevolved form for Armadillo. Armadilla, never noticed that. Maybe I have seen them, I've just like never seen them as direct opponents other than mechanics, and that's why we don't see them in our Minionpedia. Also, we already broke the money thing, and I don't think there are going to be higher tiers of gems, so maybe we should reset our stars into movement speed just so this run goes by faster. I'm just gonna do one stage, or I'm just gonna do that right now. Yeah, reset our stars. Let's not wait for anything else. All of them in movement speed. Let's see how much faster we are. Maybe it doesn't do anything. Okay. Yeah, so that's way faster. I feel like that might be useful for speedruns. I'm not really a speedrunner myself, but yeah. I get that I already yapped so much, like we have done nothing in the first 15 minutes of the video. But now we're gonna go fast, okay? We've already completed all of this, we just need our 3 stars. Great day for a hike. I'm sorry, buddy, I don't really care. Look at how large my minions are compared to these early level minions as well. Like, I feel like I'm bullying them. Like, remember, these guys used to be really strong. Like, this was our first secret stage. This is where we got Faramir. Yeah, we just came here for stars. Nothing else. Not the keys, not the money. And also I remember the path as well. See, this is so crazy. The amount of stats we have. I don't even have to like do the correct move with the correct you know, element. I just still one-shot them just because they're less than half of my health. My level as well. And level scale. Okay, we missed a gem chest. No matter how fast we are, I'm still not gonna overlook this stuff. That was the map room on the right side. I'm assuming. I don't actually remember. I'm just assuming that. This is the Lord of the Rings guy. Okay, so I did remember that. Cactilla, Eldrest, Holy Mantis, Tattails. I wish this mud splash thing selected the enemies for me. I get that it's supposed to be an advantage they're giving me, but it's actually making a run just a little bit slower. See, I love Falcona. I don't ever want to have to replace her. See, already we got the stars we missed. I don't think we missed any stars on minor sages or sages ever. See, we're already done with 1 floor. About to get taste the strength of the minions you are about to get. Like, he says that as if we're supposed to win, and I get that we are supposed to. Like, they're all kind of helping us become a grand sage, but still. See, already we're done with 1 floor, and we get a key. So I'm gonna roll until we get. So we already have Faramir. Even though I would love another Faramir, I'm not gonna keep this one. We have 3 options because of all the sages we beat. So Rexaby, I don't think we had Rexaby before. I'm not gonna add it to our party, but we got Rexaby. We got 1 more minion that we never had, even though it's very underleveled. We got a gem reroll. Okay, we did not. It's fine. And we got 3 stars. Done with 1 floor. Let's move on to the next one. We're not gonna be leveling up just because of how old these floors are. We saw this specific old area so many times that I don't even miss it that much. I did miss the music a little bit. See, I'm doing the damage that is like the element that is worst on them, and I'm still one-shotting them. It just feels so weird. And by the way, maybe you guys noticed, but okay, level 60 is max level, so actually I'm not gonna be able to level them up anymore. I thought I was gonna be able to explore all the skill tree path. I actually am not gonna be. So this is gonna be way more strategy in hard mode, but it's okay. See, these chests aren't even gonna be giving me that much money because we removed all of our stars, but we don't need the money. We already broke the animation of money. That was our goal. So Seryu, despite me investing everything in him being the redirection guy, like the defense guy, he's still doing good damage, even though it's really early game to see that. Still doing good damage. I'm gonna assume the one on the right is the map guy. Okay. Actually, it's not. It was the one on the left at the start of the floor, but it's fine. Okay, what? I'm gonna have to go all the way back. Ugh. Or was it on the right? Now I'm really confused. Yeah, I beat this guy. So we came from the bottom, then it's on the left. Even in the easier floors, I just get confused by directions, even though I have the map. Even though the entire point of getting the map was so when we later come to get these stars, we can just like go through it so fast. Hopefully we're gonna max out our other 3 minions as well while we're getting through this, and get at least some of the minions we're missing. I'm loving this speed. It's so like satisfying to just be so strong. And by the way, we're not gonna get any more levels, so we're not gonna improve our stats anymore other than the gems we're gonna get, which are not gonna be that much better than the ones we already have, even if we merge them, because I feel like tier 10 is the max tier. But still, but we are gonna get a lot of more stars, because you saw in hard mode in the last episode, we saw like per floor you get 18 stars. So maybe hard mode is supposed to, like, we're supposed to invest our stars in the stat boosts here. We still have some stars left, we could put them in XP or something, but I'm not doing that. Okay, we need, do we have Octograss? I don't think we have Octograss, but I'm not gonna add it to our party. We're just trying to go fast, real fast. The gems are not gonna have reset because we played a floor, and we checked that already. We could have started from like the top to bottom as well. Maybe that would have been more interesting, but I just wanted to like start from the bottom again, so that we don't like, our perception of how hard levels are doesn't get weirded out. This Ooga Booga guy. We don't even need the high energy water move. We could just use soak as well and still one-shot them. They are still getting enough XP to like almost max out their level. One must train very hard to reach the pinnacle. Kitty Vials beat horns. For the newer players, did you see that like tiny bug that I just made vanish? Didn't unalive them, don't worry. Mine also, if they vanish, they resurrect. It's the same bug that you see on my team in the middle, the giant Hulk thing. Yeah, that's the evolved, like fully evolved version of that bug. We actually didn't get him on his first evolution, like when he was tiny. We actually got him on it like in the middle. He was actually on the first floors as well. In his place we got like Tremol, which later becomes Sumo. Okay, so Faramir is still low on health. So redirected damage, it does not redirected damage cannot be redirected for a second time, either back to the enemy or to my tank. So I still need high health on my minions, even though I have like a really good tank, a way better tank compared to Blabber. And so we are gonna need health, and we can't go past level 60, so we're gonna be focused way more on strategy now compared to how focused we were on just like leveling up before. Like, we're not gonna be able to go that fast in hard mode anymore, even though I was hoping we could like get it done faster. Oh, I get that. Oh, did we just take the Volcano? Okay, I'm glad we didn't, because we already have it. Not the minion we want. Ugh. So we still got a Volcano, but it's fine. I don't even know what other minion I could have gotten there. I'm gonna check just in case if I like didn't realize before, but yeah. Gems don't reset when you replay a floor, which I thought they did at the start of the game, but they're still gonna reset if you just quit to main menu and start the game again, so it doesn't matter. We're already all the way up to the second Sage Seal place. I should have gone to the middle room first. Now I'm gonna have to circle all the way back for no reason. I am sure in my training. See, Electrobars always have bad health, but they damage you way too much. Also, maybe these moves that are redirected, maybe I should do like smaller damage moves, because I don't know if the damage that is being redirected is based on how much damage that move does or how much health the enemy has. if it's based on their health, then the redirection shouldn't do that much because these are such weak enemies. But like my farmer still was almost like killed in one of the past battles, like the recent battles. Also, I don't remember seeing the fox here, the holy fox, this early game. I don't remember seeing that. Maybe I just didn't notice it. Holy is weak to normal. This Mon guy again. I have no idea what Mon means. Maybe it's not gonna be short for monster, because like why would you call me monster in a playful way? It just seems so weird. Totoro, yeah, so this is the floor we found Totoro in. We did play with Totoro for a bit, but I never really liked him. Not because of, I mean, I didn't like the design either. I'm just not that much into mechs and stuff. But also, robot is just a weak element. Like, I wasn't ever getting like strong moves against opponents. And Totoro was supposed to be like a big tank and a damage dealer, like an all-rounded minion, kind of like Tiger Tank, but it just wasn't that way. The way it was supposed to be. It was just weak. It got one-shotted every single time because it had fire, and fire was weak to like everything. Every other enemy was a water minion that got its turn first. Also, like, why would the boss minion that you're gonna get soon be introduced in one of the like battles that give you a key? It just feels like bad setting up, like you reveal it too early. Like, I already beat that minion, I'm not scared of it anymore. When I see it in the boss battle, I'm just not gonna. So finally we got a Fire Ox. We're gonna keep it, obviously. I never mentioned its name because I thought it was called Firefox, and Firefox is like that browser, and it felt so weird, but it's actually Fire Ox, which is even weirder, but it doesn't seem that weird. No, I'm not trying to go there. I calculate that it is highly probable that you'll win this fight. Actually... I don't know why I make fun of people like that, even though I literally am the know-it-all. Like, I just am always the person that is pointing out facts for no reason when nobody asked. Like, that's the joke people make about me. Cattails look way cooler than they actually are. They, like, severely need a buff. I so hope that, like, the creator of this game is still doing something, but just, like, under an alibi or something. Like, I wish they haven't disappeared, we just never noticed them or something like that. It would make me so sad, like, if they're just like gone from the entire game, like they're not anywhere, or if they like lost the rights to their game for some reason, and that is why they can't make a sequel or like publish the game on Steam. I don't know if it's called, no, release the game on Steam. Yeah, like that would be really sad if that's the case. So many treasure chests. I would have gotten so much money if I had the money upgrade, but we just don't need money anymore. We have like virtually infinite money at this point. I say virtually infinite even though I'm not really sure what that means, but it just sounds right, so I say it. I'm not even reading the dialogues anymore. See, Armadillo, this guy, Armadilla. This is usually a tank in these places, like the attacks are redirected to it, so the minion I attack doesn't get damaged the way I wanted. And yeah, we're already done with our third floor. I say third, but maybe we're done with the third like seal floors. I don't even know how many floors we've... Oh no, I actually wanted that. I mean, I didn't want that, but I don't think I have that. I'm not sure if I do. I'm gonna try one more. Okay, so this was what we were gonna get anyway. I don't wanna add it to my party. I'm glad they still give you the option to cancel out, that you don't have to like waste time when you actually didn't want to add them to your party. Okay, how far ahead are we now? 3-2. Still a couple of floors to go. Like the early floors we didn't lose that many stars, but these floors we did lose quite a bit, because actually these were one of the hardest floors. Like 3-2, I remember I lost so many times against that like Falcona and Hydrovolt battle. Like these guys were so like unnecessarily strong. We kept losing all these battles because they had like, we were the same level, and no matter how much you grind, you can't like get like considerably higher level than your opponents. And at that point in time, like we had the floors we had been through, we didn't get any element that would be like strong against water or have higher speed without like becoming too weak. It was just so difficult. Like I feel like it was more difficult than the 5th seal floors or 6th seal floors. Okay, the 6th seal floors weren't actually that easy, but the 4th and 5th were very easy. They were way easier than like these 3rd seal floors, I feel like. Like we lost here way more than anywhere else. We spent so much time here. His mom thinks he's cool, guys. I'm glad his mom thinks he's cool at least. Oh wait, actually I just remembered. After we beat him, he tells us that he was lying. Even his mom doesn't think he's cool. But what I was gonna say was gonna be wholesome. Okay, so he has really low speed, like, or rather he doesn't have low speed. We just like beat the enemies before we even get to his turn. But he still does have low speed, that he gets like his turn even after Beat Hulk. Like that's just really low speed because Beat Hulk is like, Beat Hulk is the AoE damage dealer. Beat Hulk like gets his turn last usually. So Sobek does need a little bit of speed, because he's not gonna be able to get it. Yeah, this was the battle I was talking about. The battle we... What happened? The game glitched out and it didn't do my move. It's fine. This battle was so unnecessarily difficult because all of these guys got their turns before us. The game is lagging so much. I swear it's not my laptop. Like my laptop used to be bad, but like then I remember this as well. You just get stuck here. I'm gonna have to fight this guy again and hope that we spawn like not inside him. This didn't happen the first time we fought him, like in this playthrough, but I remember this from my childhood, like this happening. This specific scene when I played it as a kid, like getting stuck there, not knowing what to do, and then I just quit the game. So I don't know what we can do now. If I quit to main menu, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the stars on this floor that I needed. Okay, with Faramir, what are we gonna spend our last point on? It's not worth it getting the Ice Shield. We're gonna reset the path, get all of these moves again that we were using. Yeah, and Aquajet, like that's just our move, like that we need. And then we have 2 spare points. What are we gonna spend those 2 spare points on? Healing, healing, healing. Healing, healing, shield. Or this move, this move. Okay, my Faramir is not like completely attuned to damage and nothing else, whereas our Falcona has health. Our Falcona has health and this ice armor just because she needed that point to unlock these other paths. And then we spent this stuff on this path to get the damage, and we still can't max out damage. So should we at least get this higher water jet thing, since we were not able to get the flying path anyway? We wanted this move, but to get to this move we needed like 3, 3, 3, 10 points, whereas here like the total amount of points we got was like 4, 5, and 6. So 6 makes it so that we can only get up to here, or not even here, just unlock this path but not even invest in it. So I'm gonna like upgrade this once more, so because we can't get those moves anyway. So our max level Falcona, until she gets like really crazy better health gems, even though the ones she has already are crazy, she is gonna have to like keep the health path and be weak just because she doesn't have the health. Also, I have no idea what to do here. Even if I do like save and return to lobby, we actually don't return to... Okay, we did, but this didn't used to work before. Like I remember I did that once and then nothing happened. if we go back, we're okay, we respawn at the start and we have the enemy beat. Okay, we can use this to like make our run faster as well. I bet like if there are speedrunners, like very serious speedrunners, I bet they do this as well. Like if they're all the way at the end of this path when they beat the enemy, and then they have to go to the opposite corner to go to the stage, I bet they just like quit main menu, return to lobby, and then respawn and then re-enter the floor and go directly to the minor stage. I bet that's something we could do. I don't know if I ever want to speedrun. It's not that I've never been interested, it just doesn't seem fun. Like, I just enjoy the game so much, even if I have played it so many times when I replay it from scratch. And I'd rather keep it slow and enjoy the game instead of having to I get that that might sound hypocritical, just because right now I'm speeding through the game when I'm getting to replay it, and then saying that I don't love to. Okay, finally we got Chicha. Although I wanted to evolve Chicha from scratch, but we still got it at least. Yeah, even though there are a lot of floors, I still feel like this is not gonna be like this might even be shorter than our average video, just because this is all we were gonna do. And I get that at the start of the video I spent a lot of time and it felt like it was gonna be a longer one, but nah. Like, unless we start losing for no reason or just can't get stars on a specific fight, this is as fast as this one is gonna go, like, because this is our only goal. And then we're gonna start hard mode the next episode. If there's like nothing exceptional, nothing new in hard mode, I feel like we're just gonna speed through it as well. Like, because if we can't level up anymore, if there are no new minions and no new evolutions, and the minions it says we haven't seen yet, if there are new minions, then I guess that's gonna be new content. But if it's the same thing, just like repurposed, then although yeah, I am gonna enjoy it because it's more of main hero to play. Also, I'm kind of having trouble like handling this speed. I'm not managing to like be accurate. I keep like getting stuck because it's too fast. I have this problem in like 3D games as well. Like, if I get too, I don't love being too fast or like not being able to toggle off running, because I'm not good with precision. Not necessarily bad with accuracy, but bad with predicting like momentum. I don't know if that was what I don't know if that portrays accurately what I'm trying to say, but I feel like that's the best way I can say it. Like, when I say I'm not precise, it doesn't mean I can't be precise. In fact, I have to be precise about things. Like, they have to be the way I want them, or rather I prefer them to be the way I want them, mostly. But here I feel like everybody got me and I'm just like for no reason rambling on. And we don't have to like visit the extra rooms, even though they might have treasure chests, because one, we don't have any points invested in money, so we won't get like any meaningful amount of money from the treasure chests anyway. And like this early in the game, I don't expect we're gonna get like crazy gems from the gem chests, even if they are in the map guy's room. That's why we just skip that room. And see, even though we're still very early in the game, we're already at the point where our moves are barely dealing damage to them, at least the weaker moves. So this is still like not just running through the game, turn off your brain, like no fun just having to grind this just for completion's sake. This is still like a little bit fun. Oh my god, I did not want to do that. I don't know why that happened. I have never tried forfeiting a battle before. I get that it doesn't give you XP, but I wonder if that does something. Like, I wonder if that makes you respawn somewhere or you lose or something. I never tried it. Should we try it? Should we try forfeiting the battle? We're gonna forfeit the battle. Okay, so we do respawn back there, but since we had already gotten the key for the hatchery and the stars, and we didn't need the XP, I just did that to experiment, to like try that. We didn't need to do it, but I still did it. Amplifier, already have that, don't want it. It doesn't evolve into anything meaningful. Finally, we got the armadillo. Like, that took us so long. Although we weren't like really trying like very hard for that either. We can upgrade movement speed even more. It felt like it got slower for a second instead of faster. Okay, this floor. I'm gonna check just because of my OCD. And I don't say that as a joke like people say, oh, I'm just a little bit autistic. Not in that way. I actually have OCD. You don't have to worry about like... That was weird. There was like the ring that shows that it's their turn before they even spawn. Again, the glitch that it just doesn't do my move. I really hope the game doesn't break. I get why this is happening. Like, I'm playing this on the Flash player. It's such an old game, doesn't have any like bug fixing stuff. We have had other glitches while playing this before, and it's lagging a lot like at late game. But I don't love like it's skipping my turn. I just hope this doesn't get worse or I lose my save or something like that. I mean, once we're done with the game, even if we lose our save, I don't mind that much. Like, I love my minions, but I would enjoy like forgetting about them, so I can replay the game from scratch again and remember the things eventually. That's what I like enjoy in games even more. Why do we only have 3 stars? Okay, because that was our first battle. Never mind. There were 2 portals. Okay. I'm really forgetful. I'm being forgetful because we're rushing through this so fast. I have no idea if I've gone here before or if I haven't. I love Eaglin. We never got to use Eaglin. Okay, I feel like we should get rid of Seiryu just because of how much his mud attack lags. It might like kill like, I mean, it shouldn't, but I don't want it to accidentally like make us lose our entire game or something. Don't you dare say Kawabunga, dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I studies what happens when death nears. Is that what he said? I'm gonna do this move instead of the mud thing because it lags way too much, even though that's our first and faster AoE attack, and we don't get a turn of our other AoE damage dealer until like the enemy got a turn, but I just like beat them first, so we got our turn first anyway. This doesn't lag as much. It looks like you have caller ID. I never understood that. I mean, I've forgotten about that basically. I didn't like even remember that, but still. That's gonna be the map guy on the right. I'm assuming for the purposes of speeding up the playthrough, speeding up the video. Also, if you guys are wondering, I don't actually have a spare monitor. I mean, it essentially is a spare monitor. I'm just using my TV because nobody like uses it. I don't watch TV, so I'm just using it. I use it to get like a bigger screen, like kind of like a console for myself, and that's why I'm not looking into my laptop while playing in the laptop. Also, it's not that heavy either. It's not like a desktop, and that's why I'm not looking into the PC. And since it's like kind of casting onto my TV with an HDMI cable, that's part of the reason why I feel like I already have both of these minions, but it's fine. And that's why I can't see myself in the camera while playing the game as you guys can, and so I have no idea how I look, and I've never done this before. and like I would look towards the camera occasionally, but I have no idea how what I do is gonna look in the camera, and so I'm just not bothering. I'm just being natural like I am myself usually. Also, this specific game, like Mini Hero Tower of Sages, since it's on the Flash Player, it has a smaller screen. By the way, it was on an even smaller screen when we used to play it on websites. Like when I'm playing it on the Flash Player with my own file, it actually looks bigger than how I used to play it in my childhood. But I forgot what I wanted to say. I forgot. There's something I was saying, but I forgot it. Kitty Wiles or Puma Fiends, although they look nothing like Pumas to me, look pretty cute. One-eyed kitties, and they have that meat punch move, like a giant meat fist. I get that it's not supposed to be meat, it's just a demonic move, but I love how it looks. Same with these guys, Lirus, I think. Yeah, so this move just does really bad damage. I should not be doing it. I haven't even leveled it up. I just don't love the lag on the move that damages 3 people. Yeah, so I was saying, I just can't remember. I forgot what I was saying. I was saying something about like camera, it being my first time. I can't see myself in the camera, so I don't know how I'm acting, and I'm not looking towards the camera because I have a second screen. But also the reason I can't see myself because it's not that I have 2 separate screens, it's the same screen being cast because it's my TV and not a separate monitor because I don't have a desktop. Yeah, basically that was my point. Like if I look at myself here, I get that you guys can see me, but I still can't. It's the same screen as the game and nothing else. I mean, not nothing else, because you can tell by the smaller screen that I'm not playing it on full screen. It just looks weird on full screen. Like it doesn't have a compatible full screen thing, so it's just like a black spot that shows the rest of the map and like nothingness, and it just makes the game look weird, so I don't do full screen. And so yeah, obviously I can see the background of my own PC, but for you guys, I get that this might look weird. Like I had centered it in other videos, but now that I have my camera, like you have my face cam, it looks weird with that black spot under the camera and the game towards the side. But I promise in other games where they do have full screen, it's gonna look like it's gonna be hiding a part with my face cam, or maybe if like people don't want it, I'm not gonna have face cam in some games. But wait, should I go 10% speed increase or 20% reflect? What is the speed Hulk? 10% speed or 20% reflect? 20% reflect is like an objectively greater increase, even if it might not be like it's just more numbers. I don't know if that's like the better choice, but we don't have time for this right now, okay? I mean, we do have time, and I'm actually enjoying seeing all of these minions again, but we're gonna see them again in hard mode as well. It's lagging way too much. Yeah, so it's gonna be full screen in other games, and just like my face cam on the side, so it won't look as weird, even though it would be hiding some things, but like I can just tell you guys what is there if it's nothing that important. In this game as well, even if it was able to be full screen, I wouldn't be hiding anything significant if my face cam was like in the top right, and I could just move it by like minimizing the game. I could see the camera, but I can't do that like while playing. I don't know if we have Skullcrow, but I just chose to not take it, and Dualier we didn't have it, so I'm glad I took it. Also, these are all assumptions. I haven't looked in the storage for a while, but right now we're just getting stars. Grinding through getting the stars. We're also more than halfway through the game, and we're getting less floors where we lost stars now. Like the electric floors were where we lost the most compared to any other floors in the game. Like we lost, it wasn't even about stars in the electric floors. Like, we had just stopped caring. We were just trying to win. We lost so many times in those floors. On those floors, I mean. Also, see, even though the XP amount was so less, we're already max level with all 5 of the minions we're using, and so we were right to not use like the XP upgrades from the start of the game. This on the star chart. It's not even a chart, but still. The star point area. This is gonna be the map guy or not, I don't know. Glad it wasn't. Huzzah. See, this is Beatstone. Instead of getting at the start of the game Beat Horn, we got Beat Stone at like this point in the game or a little bit later, and then we evolved it to Beat Hulk. It is lagging so much. I really don't want it to crash or something, or like get stuck. And I get that it's the entire reason it's lagging is because of Sayri and Sobek. Like, the game started lagging when our minions evolved to this size, like Beat Hulk and Blabber and Tigertan. It never lagged when it was just like Falcona or something, or when they hadn't evolved. And the bigger moves and minions we get, it lags even more. Also, I don't remember when I played the game on websites as a kid it ever lagging, so maybe it's more of a problem that Flash Player itself is not handling, or something I could fix potentially, but I just like have no idea of anything related to coding. That's just not my field of expertise. Like, I have no knowledge in that at this point in time. Maybe it could just be like a small fix that I could just, without looking into anything else, figure it out. But I don't know yet. So at this point in time, I'm just trying to be careful. I say that and I'm not even being careful, I'm just like being anxious. Yeah, we should go back. This is the map guy. We're not going to the map guy because we... Actually, wait. I'm gonna see what dialogue the map guy has after we've already gotten the map from him. Use the map wall. Okay. So it doesn't have a glitch or a missed dialogue that the game developers missed. They did have a proper thing, and it doesn't reset when you reset the floor. Good to know. I will show you the might of the Cerberus. Did you say might? Cerberus has just been so underwhelming, as an opponent at least. We never used him, he seemed strong, just the undead element never seemed that strong. I say element, but it's called types in the game, but it just seems very shallow calling them types, even though it's just words. I don't even know what he said. Your strength is in your minions. What? But we can't repeat dialogues, unfortunately. Some of them, unless we reset the floor again. I already have Kelton. Already have Delir. Okay, maybe these are the only two drops in on this floor, so it's fine. Are we done with the undead floors, possibly? Which would mean... Yup. Just last portion of the game left, and look, we only have 2 floors on the 5th seal place. Although the floor after this one we have 5 stars. I don't even know how we managed that and still won. So weird. 5 stars? What do you mean? We got 1 star in every battle or something? 4 battles, right? So we got 2 stars in one battle and 1 star in the other battles. So weird. I wonder, was that the floor where we fought those armadillos, unevolved armadillos? It was a really hard battle. We might witness it if that was the floor. And it was a recent battle, and it was a high level battle, so I don't think we're gonna like one-shot them in this way, the ones we are doing right now. It's not gonna be similar or the same. Ugh. And we never found out what Cheetel means. Like the map guys, they're called Cheetel trainers, or Chewy, Kui, something like that. Kui. We never found a minion with a name similar to that, so I have no idea what idea the game developer had when he named them that. Faramir. I'm really loving how much Falcona's health nodes are making it easier on the tank. We did see it with Blabber, but Blabber was still weak. But Seiryu is just... And look at Seiryu's speed. Do we even have a single... Oh wait, actually all of our gems on Seiryu are speed gems. But still, despite that, he has like decent damage with like a really bad damage move, the Mud Blast thing. Oh wait, it had a 90% accuracy. So the game wasn't lagging, or not, my move wasn't not rendering. It was just the accuracy thing, that it wasn't hitting because it was like rolling the 10% chance that it does not hit. That was what was happening, huh? And see how strong Falcono is? Even at like level 46, it one-shotted my Seiryu. It was a Titan as well. We still get 3 stars if we lose 2 minions, so it's not a problem. But like, just to show how strong Falcono is and why I don't want to replace her, because we're not gonna see like any considerable amount of new minions in hard mode, and so if it's the same minions we've already seen, I don't think we're gonna replace Falcona. And I didn't want to replace Falcona with Seiryu or something, because Blabber was a weak... They were really strong early game, but they had like fallen off. Like, they weren't a strong enough tank for late game. We were losing stars because of them, even though we weren't losing matches. And Seiryu just turned out to be exactly what we wanted, a stronger tank. Like a minion with redirect and reflect and still decent enough damage and speed. They had such good speed that with like the gems, they get their, like, the first turn is always Seiryu. Even though with Blabber, he always had like the last turn, and not even the last turn on my team, the last turn out of all minions, even though he had all speed gems. And he had like mid damage, and he like died on the first move. Finally we found our chick. I get that it looks underwhelming, it's like tiny and adorable, with its like eyes and stuff, the cute eyes, puppy eyes. And we already have the evolved form of our chick, so we're not gonna have to like evolve her or play with her or her skill tree. I say we won't have to, even though I want to. Like, I would have enjoyed that. Should we do a challenge of hard mode after we complete it, or before we complete it, where we choose to like play with all the minions we have never played with before? I wonder. I would enjoy that less, but it might be a fun challenge if we had already completed the game and then came back to it like later in time, when we kind of forgot about the game, and this time we would play with minions we never used before, like deliberately. That might be fun, I feel like. I'm not really feeling up to it right now. Just because we have already seen those minions recently. Like, the only reason we didn't put them in our roster is because we already know their moves. Like, we know what those moves do on enemies, and so we won't have good hopes for them. And when and if exactly what I thought happens, I won't like enjoy it very much, in comparison to if you shall not pass. If we came back later, I wouldn't remember what moves they have and what other better moves exist. Maybe I would remember, but just it won't be as strong in my mind. And so we could like play with them, no worries. And then if they were too weak to win, and we realized the game is not as balanced as we thought, and only some of the minions are stronger, and we just happen to like choose the perfect team in our first playthrough, Then we would go back. By the way, this specific room, why does it have the prettiest flowers in the game? Why is this so pretty? Why have we never seen half of these flowers before? The red and pink ones. One more enemy. I don't think they're gonna be here. Yep. So it was that room that I ignored at the start, or the one after the middle one. I'm gonna go here just because that one has higher chances of being the map guy, just because the map guy is usually a continuation of a room, like go deeper in one specific side instead of like exploring all sides. I just love how these minions turn out in their final evolutions. Like already their second evolution mostly isn't that bad, like other than Seasmol and Rhinosaurus, like the evolved form of Rexibi. Like look at Beak Hulk, look at Falcona. Like they just look so like what's the word? They look elegant. There's a better word for that. Like ethereal, yeah. Like they look holy even. It's so good. Like I feel like I can't take my eyes off of them. I'm like infatuated with the design of this game. Like I really love this. I'm gonna like try to look for the artist, what they're doing now, if they still own this art. Like I get it, it's not that good, but it's really good because it's a game. It's like embodying, they feel related, they feel like they're in the same game, they feel like they belong in this universe, they fit with their movesets. And the animation of the moves, even though the minions don't have any animations, the animation of the moves, like they're just amazing paired with the white. Like it doesn't feel like the art is something completely different that they outsourced to a random artist. It feels like the artist was a part of the game, part of the universe, and they loved it. I'm gonna keep waffing the hammerhead shark minion. It's not a shark, it has legs, although I feel like sharks are also, I have no idea, but there's this weird thing I've heard that I don't properly understand, and I might just be like misquoting it completely, but like something like people saying, oh, sharks are dinosaurs or something, because sharks are actually fish that grew legs and then became amphibians, lizards, but then they like say like nah fam, like we don't love the ground, and then they just like went back into the water, but instead of crocodiles, like they lost their legs again, something along those lines. This could be completely wrong. It could be like very specific about some types of sharks, or it could be about some fish that like doesn't even exist anymore, or is extinct, like exists in that way. I could be wrong, but it's something I've heard. I mean, it's not what I've heard, it's what I've read, but what I read was something somebody like claims, right? Like they don't really have any evidence, or I've not seen the evidence. Yeah. It's just unreal how fast we are. Is this a treasure room? But we didn't find any treasure. I guess the spawning of this is gonna be the, yeah. See, I do remember some of these floors. Also, this yellow carpet looks so good. In case you guys didn't know, yellow is my favorite color. You could tell by my profile picture, the background of it on YouTube. The reason my favorite color is yellow, nobody asked, I get that, but still, I'm not really sure. It feels alive, it feels passionate. It's like, yellow is the color of the sun, right? I mean, the sun closer is probably red and orange, although I don't even know if we could see the sun, if we were close to it or not. But I just really feel like that's the best color. I don't think I'm yellow. I don't feel like I embody that color, but I love that color. That's why it's my favorite. Like, my favorite color isn't even the color I feel like I am. I mean, I get that I'm not a color and it's just something so subjective. Like, it might all just be in my head, but still. I hope we don't lose a star right now. Also, the Titan moves are never not effective, but they're never effective either. So it's like the perfect replacement for normal moves. But the Mud Blast is the Earth move again, so it's like it's basically Blazabar again, but with better health. I did not get 3 stars for some reason. I remember getting 3 stars even when 2 of my minions died before, but it didn't happen this time for some random reason. I don't know why. I don't even know if it's possible to get 3 stars on this level right now. I'm not gonna forfeit just because, I mean, I should to save time. I should forfeit to save time because fighting the whole battle when I've already lost the star I need, kind of pointless. I'm just gonna have to depend on RNG that like my shield ends up being on Seiryu or Falcona, and so it doesn't end up doing that much damage, and like I end up beating their more dangerous enemies first or something. Ugh. So glad they did that move, but now what do? I don't really have anything I can play against these guys, and I don't really have a turn either. Like, yeah, so after him I just have 1 turn with Sobek to beat their Falcona, or I lose my star again. Because despite being the same element, Falcona can one-shot Falcona, which might seem weird. Maybe it doesn't seem weird. But yeah, we got 3 stars. It wasn't that big of a problem. I don't even know if this was the battle that we had not gotten 3 stars on this floor with. I feel like we had 5 out of 17. Some really crazy, like, oh my god, where are we supposed to go? Yeah, okay. I feel like we had 5 out of 12 stars on this floor or something. Or was that one of the past floors? I don't remember. Okay, Sanctity, so it wasn't this floor. We're already almost at the end, which is crazy. And we won't have to fight any of the bosses, like the sages, because we got like 3 stars on all of them on our first try, other than the grass and fire sage, as far as I remember. Like, we are crazy strong. Even though I wanna attack Faramir, I know water is not the best element to be using, but I just lose my turn because of these guys. Oh, so close. How come it redirected to Beetle, but it did not redirect to Sobek? Do Titan minions, or rather Titans, have some kind of ability that damage is not by the way, what the heck is this? The animation broke. Why am I inside the egg? How have I never noticed this before? Does this happen with all of this? Like, we already have Handler with the gem shop and stuff as well. How did I never notice this before? Oh my god. Was Houndler really the only minion I could find on this floor? See, that's the problem with, like, if I can only find 2 minions on a floor, then even 3 options are not enough, because like 9 eggs, like 4 or 5 of those eggs are like probably gonna be the minion I don't want. And how am I gonna know which of those eggs those are? Like, even if I go like in a linear order, it's just, what were you gonna check? Okay, it doesn't break as much, the animation, with the gem shop, but it does break a lot with the eggs. It doesn't break here either, but here I feel like, yeah, we're kind of stepping on the anvil, on top of the anvil. I get that this isn't the most fun video. It's just supposed to be like a speed rerun playthrough, and like just a setup for the new start, like hard mode. I don't know if there's gonna be anything new in hard mode. I'm hoping we can get like 3 stars on our first start in hard mode on every floor. Just okay, so it actually shows us miss when it missed, so it actually didn't miss in those past floors where it didn't appear. It just didn't appear, so the glitch was real. Since we can't really level up anymore, so in hard mode we're gonna put our points in like health, I guess, or speed depending on our fight. Sometimes damage if it's like drawing out and the enemy has healers, because I'm assuming the fights are gonna be completely different. Like if it's the same exact fight with higher levels, it's not gonna be something new at all. So I'm assuming it's gonna be different fights, even though there are not gonna be that many new minions. But I'm assuming it's gonna be like different fights we have not seen before, and so we're gonna need new strategies if we're losing. So our stars, I'm gonna invest them in whichever element we feel like we need. Didn't we have this exact fight on one of the older floors? Like the steam guy and then Dommy steam and then the slimes. I feel like we had this exact fight on one of the past floors right now. I might just be tripping, but still. Yeah, just a treasure room which doesn't have any treasure. No problemo. I hope this guy doesn't like enslave us again, like trap us beside his animation, beside his hitbox, beside his body, behind his body, behind their body. Ugh, we might lose a star on this battle. No, we do not. Yay. Always have sanctity on your mind? Is that what he said? These houndlers have like an unnecessary amount of health, I've always felt like. Getting these stars hasn't been that fun. It hasn't been that boring either. It is kind of fun like smoking all of these guys, when the first time I fought them it wasn't that easy. I'm hoping it isn't like, I'm hoping it doesn't feel repetitive in hard mode. I'm hoping it does feel fun. Like I'm hoping I don't have to replay hard mode for stars or to get the minions as well. I don't think that's gonna be fun, just because the game doesn't have any more content now. I do feel like the game needs an update, like more titans, like something more after the game ends instead of just hard mode. Or if it has hard mode, it should have had more levels, more evolution at least. Last 2 floors to go. I do not love these maze floors. I love them as a part of the game, but I don't love playing them. I just don't love mazes in general. In general. Liru. Also, part of the reason Why is because it's just lagging so much. In hard mode it's gonna lag even more because my enemies are gonna be like fully evolved minions and max level minions with like giant moves, and maybe I'm gonna even see titans on the opponent's team. Like unlike my team, I can't have another Sobek, I can't have another Seiryu. I can have, like, if I put in the time, more Falconas, more Beathulks, more Foromirs. But the enemy can just like have a team of 5 Sobeks as well, if the game decides that's a good enemy team at the end of the game or something. Also, where is... I thought on this floor there was supposed to be a portal that helps you teleport to this side where there was... I remember the first time we played this floor, we went to the upper side first, and then we were able to teleport back here to this side because we hadn't come here before, but now I can't see the portal. I couldn't find it, but we can teleport back, so it's fine. And we have really high movement speed, so it's not a problem. The Banishas, such a weird name. I get it's copied from Banshee, but it sounds like way too similar to like that Hindu god, Ganesha. You know, the elephant with 3 heads. It feels like you stole a bag of candy from me, meanie. Saintifs, Healabel, no, Destrabel, and Benishas. It is clear now, you are the victor. Fingers crossed we find a portal, and we did not, so my memory has failed me. I also keep forgetting the name of that, the evolved form of Keltar. Or maybe Keltar is the evolved form, or Keltez or something is the baby. I really like feel like there is a portal I missed, because I definitely saw it the first time I played this floor. We just have one more floor after this one. Seiryu's paws are so cute. Like claws. I get it's a dragon. Sobek is... I feel like Sobek is a god of some kind of mythology that I'm not really remembering correctly. Like Sun Wukong, you know, the monkey god. Similar to that. I don't feel like it's just like a crocodile titan thing. Maybe Seiryu is also some kind of Japanese mythology creature. Some kind of deity. Imagine if this game had Ganesha instead of Banisha. That would be cool. There's this MOBA game called Smite. All of the characters in that game are gods from mythologies. We already have a Tiger Tan, but I did like love seeing his face again. So we don't have heal level, and we didn't really have a choice anyway because that was our 3rd minion. So yeah. Final floor. Nothing special, no new boss, nothing we haven't done before. Just 2 stars. For completion's sake and to make our playthrough of hard mode easier, we have more stars. Okay, this is the floor with the portal. I remember now. I love this minion even more than Eaglin. Just, I love the design. Like, look at how cool this looks. Like the fur on like the hands and feet, it looks like leg warmers. I love how leg warmers look. And it's just like a skeleton face and ribs. And then it's a griffin as well. And this is just straight up like an SCP. Oof, that was really bad damage. When I say bad, I mean good, but bad for me. The Titan Slasher is bad, so I'm gonna do the... Okay, it missed. It's fine. I should have done the Claw. It's strong against undead enemies. I almost like accidentally replayed that battle. See this portal I'm in? I guess the next one under us is the map guy. See, if I got Foromir's turn before Seryu's turn, we could one-shot the Armadillo and then one-shot the Frost Tags. I can never like perfect my turn order. The stats, I feel like, are just kind of out of my control because we don't get many gem choices. Like we're gonna have to reset the gems a lot, like keep opening, reopening the game, and I don't think that's gonna be very fun for me. Just like the small specific. Okay, so I was wrong again. It was not the portal either. Maybe there's another portal here. I really hope I'm not wrong, or it was a floor where we already got 12 stars, so we never went there. Cause I swear I remember some like undead type of floor really late in the game, and I remember it from this playthrough, not from my childhood or something, where there was one path something like this, and then there was a portal at the end that teleported you at the start of this path where there was like the minor sage, so you don't have to like walk all the way back, you can just teleport directly at the end of the path. Maybe that was not the purpose of it, but that did exist. Even if it was not on these floors, there was one floor like that among these that I don't know which one it was. Okay, yeah, it was this one. It was exactly this one. See, we didn't have to travel all the way back, we just went directly, even though we were on the opposite side of the map before. It was this one. Helabel, Keltar, I don't remember this guy's name, Saintif, and Blabber. Blabber just looks so cool. I love like the specific color Blabber's skin has. It really does look like char or ash. And then it has like, or even gravel, something from like which is cracking and has like lava coming out of it almost. See, this was the last floor. I hope we get a new minion. We can't really do anything with the 12 stars yet. We can. Nothing we want. Kelten and Keltar. Okay. So now we have 3 Keltons for no reason. Yeah, so we're done with that for today. No more gems, no replacing minions, nothing special. But we got all of the stars on the normal Tower of Sages. And we're gonna start hard mode tomorrow. Yeah, had so much fun, guys. Hope you guys had fun as well. Hope I did manage to make your day just a little bit better. For me personally, I'm just enjoying this. I'm just playing games, and I kind of am enjoying recording them, being able to look at them again. It's kind of making me happy, like making a digital archive for myself. I don't really even mind that like basically nobody's seeing these videos right now, even if somebody sees them later. I don't think I'm gonna be embarrassed of them that much, even if I am gonna like keep them up here. But I hope I managed to make you guys' day just a little bit better. I hope the lighting or the audio or nothing was that big of a problem. I hope you guys like the game. I love the game. This wasn't exactly like our most fun. Maybe it was the same as always for you guys, but I did enjoy the past videos, not this one specifically. I hope it doesn't get more boring in hard mode. If it does, then I might just like postpone. If the game isn't as fun, I might just postpone the videos or just like pair them with a new playthrough we start, so you have something else as well, something you are interested in, instead of just this one game I keep playing even though nobody wants to see it. Yeah, but I still have this thing. I love to like 100% games, like complete my games, even if it takes long. I don't speedrun them, I don't do them the perfect way, even if I have to use some glitches and stuff. Although it's much more worthwhile if I do them like the hard way, like the raw way, but it is very fun still to just like complete a game. So I'm still gonna do that, but I don't mind if like I'm gonna play other games as well anyway, so you don't have to worry. And yeah, for today, for now, that's it. And we're gonna start hard mode soon. If it manages to go by fast, we're getting stars. I might just do 2 seals per episode, and then in the last episode our goal is gonna be to get like every single minion. Hopefully we can get it in one episode, get them. We could also like do this trick where when we get to the hatchery, we open the egg, we don't like it, we check the second egg, we don't like it, and then we can just like quit and then reopen the game, and we're gonna be in the hatchery probably, and then we can check the eggs again, you know, so we won't have to replay the entire floor. That is a glitch method. I think, I feel like we could do that, or we could just like do it the raw way, like where we complete the entire floor and we check all eggs, and if all 3 are the eggs we don't want, we're gonna refill the floor again. And for that I'm gonna have to check in the minionpedia where every single minion is found, but that's like a later thing. For now we still have the entirety of hard mode to go through. And yeah, I'm still kind of excited. Hope you guys are as well. Stay tuned, take care of yourselves. I hope you have a wonderful day, and you know, see ya, take care.